Greetings, this is Unit 1, Module 1, Session 6. The name of this home connection is Modeling Multiplication and Division. It's a two-pager. I would start by putting your name and class number at the top of the page. Get credit for all that hard work. Let's dig in. It says for problems 1 and 2, that'd be these two right here, complete the sketches and write the equations. So we're going to complete the sketches. Well, it looks like I have a tile array here, okay? And it looks like it's 1, 2, 3, 4 wide. Maybe I'll just make a little note of that right here, 4 wide. And then if I look at the going down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. So I'm going to label that over here just so I know. So if I was going to complete this, I would need to shade it in. And maybe I'll do it with a red. So I'm going to shade, it looks like 4 in a row get shaded. Okay, but then I need to go down 5 rows. So it looks like I need to shade in all of these squares here. You could do it with a pencil. You wouldn't have to color it in particular. But that looks kind of about like what I need. When it comes to filling in this equation, let me see if I can make this about the right size. I would think of it this way. We said it was 5 tall, 4 wide. To figure out how many squares we've filled in, I could count every single one of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or I could just do the multiplication down here and say 5 times 4, count 5 4 times, what do you get? 20. And if you counted all those squares, there would be 20 of them shaded in. If we do the same thing over here, they did some of it for us. The only difference is it looks like they forgot to add some of the markings. So it looks like we kind of need to mark these here because that's what's shaded in, right? I'm not going to mark over here because this is all still white. It's not shaded in. But here is all shaded in. So it looks like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tall. And then it looks like we go across 3. Okay? Now, if we were going to solve this as a multiplication problem, well, we know that we could find the area, or we could find the number of tiles that are here, if we go down 6 and over 3, by counting them, right? We could. Or I could multiply these two numbers and get the same answer, like we did on the first one. And I know that 6 times 3 is the same as counting 3 6s and adding them together. Or it's the same as doing 6 3s. Is that 6 of them, I hope? And adding them together. Either way, the answer is going to be 18. Maybe you know that math fact. If you count 6 3 times, you get 18. But down here, they want us to reverse the information so that I have a division problem. And we know if we're going to divide that the largest number has to go first. So if I choose from 6, 3, and 18, I know that 18 is the largest number. And if I want 3 to be my answer, which I already used the 3, the only thing left is 6. But we can also say that if we were going to take the number 18 and divide it 6 ways equally, we would have to give 3 to each. Okay? And so maybe if I could draw that to make it a little bit more clear, if I had a total of 18 things and I could give, oops, that's not a pen, excuse me, and let's say I have 6 people that I can give to, and I have 18 to give out. Well, if I give everybody 1, well, that's 6. If I give everybody another, that's 12. And if I give everybody another, I've used all 18. How many did I give to each person? Well, I gave everybody 3, which is my problem. 18 divided by 6 equally is 3. Okay, let's move on. By the way, I've always said it, and I'll say it again. If I go a little too fast, you can slow me down in the settings. If I go a little too slow, you can speed me up. If you don't need to hear every question, you can fast forward to the questions that you need help on, okay? Make sure you keep that in mind. Here it says, copy one equation from above and write a story problem to go with it. So if you wanted this question here to be your story problem, maybe you say something like this. And my handwriting's not amazing, but it does say, I have 18 cookies, so here's my 18, and 6 friends. There's my 6. How many can I give each friend? and I can give each friend 3 cookies. So there would be my story problem. Take a minute, pause this video, make sure you work out your own story problem for that equation. When you're done, you can move on to number 4 with me. Speaking of number 4, we have a number line here. Let me zoom in a little bit so it gets bigger. Looks like 2 times 5, something, 4 times 5, something, 6 times 5. It looks like we are counting by 5s. That appears to be something really important. So I'm actually going to skip a step maybe and do a times 5 in all of these boxes because I know it's something times 5. Okay, well, let's see if we can do some math facts. 2 times 5, 10. Let's see, where's my pointer? Something times 5 is 15. Well, if 2 times 5 is 10, add 5 more, that means we should be having a 3 here. 3 times 5 is 15. So right now, as we move up this number line, it looks like we're adding 5. So if we're adding 5, our next one should be 20. If you want to pause this video and do these next ones on your own, you can see if you are correct. If I add 5 more to get 25, I need to add 1 here, don't I? Which would make this 5 times 5 is 25. That's a good square to know. You should know that one. And then if I add 5 more, I need to add 1 more there, right? So what is 25 plus 5? 30. Here's a ratio table. How do I know it's a ratio table? The clue is that you usually have a 1 in something else. And your ratio table can go across or it could go down, like a T-chart, okay? But it looks like we're counting by 3s, okay? Missing a couple numbers that I bet you could fill in, not too bad. It looks like I'm missing a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like I have to fill those in. We were just increasing by 1 each time. So every time you move over, you add 1, add 1, add 1, add 1, add 1, add 1. But if we're counting by 3s, then we need to add 3 each time. Add 3 each time. Add 3. So 9 plus 3, 12. Then we keep going. Plus 3, plus 3, plus 3, plus 3. And that should work out perfectly. You could always check your math. 8 times 3 is 24. 7 times 3, it is 21. Let's look at the next page. Mr. Still's class has music for 50 minutes and then independent reading for 20 minutes. Music starts at 8:30. What time does Mr. Still's class finish independent reading? I won't lie, I honestly think that a number line is going to be the best way to solve this. Okay, music starts at 8:30. Okay, so here we go. And they have music for 50 minutes. Well, if I go to 9 o'clock, that's only how many minutes? 30 minutes. But music is for 50 minutes, so how many more minutes do I need to go? Well, you could say, 50 minus 30 is 20. So you need to go 20 minutes into the future, okay? Well, if you start at 9 o'clock and add your 20 minutes to it, I'm hoping that you would say you get to 9:20. And then this right here is when independent reading starts at 9:20, because our 50 minutes is over. Music is done. 30 plus 20 is 50. Music is over. And then it says that we have to do independent reading for 20 minutes. Well, if I go 20 minutes into the future, add 20, what time do I get? Start at 9:20, go 20 more minutes. You should add 20 plus 20, and you will get 9:40. This is a multi-step problem, so this is when you would finish your reading at 9:40, okay? One of the things that makes this difficult is that there are 60 minutes in an hour. So once you know that you are going to cross the hour, that is when you should start maybe a benchmark or a tick mark to help you calculate this a little better. If you were to just add 50 to 30, there's no such time as 880. So I know that 50 minutes is, if I add 50 to this, it's too much. But I can add 30 to it to get to 9 o'clock. And then I can break that 50 down into its smaller pieces. Okay? Something to think about. Time can be tricky. Mr. Ford's class starts at 9:30 and finishes at 10:15. They spend twice as much time in math class. If they start math at 1:10, what time do they finish math? Interesting. So they start at 9:30. Let me see if I can get us another number line. So class starts at 9:30. Bell rings. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. And then his class is done at 10:15. I'll put this here. They spend twice as much time in math class. We'll come back to that. But let's see. Let's get this art class figured out. Let's see. Let's try to get to 10 o'clock first, because that's a good number to get to. Because it's not so bad if we're trying to get from 9:30 to 10 o'clock. Because how many minutes is that from 9:30 to 10 o'clock? If you said that's 30 minutes, then you're right. And then to get from 10 o'clock to 10:15, how many minutes is that? I'm hoping you say 15. If that's the case, then how long is art class? Because we have 30 and 15. Add them together. We know that art class is 45 minutes. Okay? They spend twice as much time in math class. So if art is 45 minutes, math has to be 2 times as long. Because that's what it says. They spend twice as much time in math class. So how many minutes do they spend in there? 2 times 45. If you're not sure how to do that in your head, you could add 45 plus 45. Oh, I almost did that. Oh my goodness, I did. I forgot to carry the 1. So yeah, so math is 90 minutes. Are we done yet? Well, let's check. If they start math at 1:10, what time do they finish math? Oh no, we are not done. This has so many steps in it. So we need another number line. I'm going to move this up a little bit so that I have room for it. Draw this number line. Math starts right at 1:10. And we know that it's 90 minutes long, okay? With that information, let's figure this out. 90 minutes is 2 minutes to add directly to 1:10. So let's go to the next hour, which is 2 o'clock. How many minutes does it take to get from 1:10 to 2 o'clock? You can pause this video if you'd like to try it on your own. It is 50 minutes from 1:10 to 2 o'clock. Now, have I used all of the 90 minutes yet? No, I haven't. And this is where I can do a little bit of subtraction. Maybe I'll do it in blue over here, where I take the 90 minutes. I just used 50 of them, so let's get rid of those. I have 40 minutes left, so I need to hop to my next mark, and I have to go 40 minutes ahead. So if I want to go 40 minutes past 2 o'clock, what time is it? It is 2:40. So this is what time math class gets finished, at 2:40. So many steps, starting here with just figuring out what art class was, figuring out how long math class was because it's twice as long as art class, then figuring out what time math starts and trying to get 90 minutes past 1:10. That's a lot of steps. Possible to make mistakes along the way? You bet. But if you are trying, then I think that matters a lot. So thank you for digging in there and trying that problem with me. If you have any questions along the way, please talk to a math wizard. We love to help. Maybe it's a friend, maybe it's a family member, but don't forget, teachers love to help with math. Check you later.